If you like supernatural and mysterious creatures, then this video may just be what you're looking for. It will unravel creepy creatures, bizarre sightings, paranormal entities, and supernatural teleportations. Happening right under our noses in our own world. So, without further ado, let's get into our spooky world. Creepy defense. A man was walking alone on a deserted road around 12 at night. But as soon as he saw someone chasing after him, poor guy rushed to save himself. Yet the second man caught him anyway. But what happened next really blew his mind. The other man wasn't chasing him, but trying to save him. With a push, a creepy figure came out of the man's body, almost like a spirit. It's clear the second man knew something was up, but with the way the spirit drove him off, it's clear it had been warned. Many conspiracy theorists would say he is possessed. Is he really? Or is his manly appearance just a facade? Superhuman save. What if I told you teleportation wasn't just fiction, but real? One night on an unidentified road, a creepy incident of real teleportation took place that shocked the masses. A bike cart was about to clash with a huge truck, and we all know the consequences of it would have been severe. But destiny planned something else for them. A shadow appeared mysteriously, and just a few mini-seconds before their collision, it teleported the bike cart to another road in literally the blink of an eye, like a Superman. But if you look closely, this shadow has thin, long legs and a slouchy aura. Unlike superheroes. Spooky! Possessed couple. Doesn't this couple seem happy and so in love with each other? But there's something sinister to their story that they themselves don't know. Their friend was taking their video and everything seemed normal until something creepy lurked behind them. Look in the background of the video. There's a shadow behind them and its eyes are glowing in the dark, and you can actually sketch a whole face around them. But as soon as the shadow saw that a third party was involved, it vanished behind the door. God knows what it wants from the couple, but it's probably trying to curse them. The Cursed Child. Evil spirits target innocent kids, as we see in the movies. And this young kid may just be another victim of demonic possession. Early in the morning, the church was completely empty, and not even a single fly was there. But something spooky happened. A kid appeared in the church out of nowhere, and then he disappeared behind the chairs into the air. No one knows where he came from or where he went. This incident is just so bizarre, and people don't have any explanation for this. Boogeyman. One wrong turn can leave you scared for the rest of your life. This place looks so scary, and no one would like to be there. But this brave man decided to visit these creepy caves with his dog.
Out. Come here, come on.
Initially, he just found some sleeping bags and creepy owls, but nothing so unusual as horror. So he decided to investigate the longest tunnel. It's dark and narrow.
What the f is that?
As he entered the tunnel and took 3 to 4 steps forward, a creepy black silhouette stood there, looking at him. The man turned around and ran for his life. This surely didn't go as he planned.
Oh, go. Come on, listen.
Shadow Master. They say not to roam around late at night, but have you ever wondered why? Well, this is why. A man was coming back from a hospital in Jharkhand, but something creepy caught his attention. At first, he thought it was just a shadow, but as he got closer, it was more than just a shadow. It looked like an alien, apparently, but rumors say it was the ghost of a lost spirit. This mysterious creature kept walking, minding his own business, until the headlight of the bike disturbed its calm and made it angry. Red Riding Hood. A few men were cruising late at night, but something unexpected decided to ruin their fun. Even though they were going at high speed, they just couldn't ignore a red creature standing motionless. It looked like a woman dressed in red clothes, but she stood like a statue. This road is far away from any neighborhood and population. It makes this incident even more eerie and strange. The men were shocked and they started to think about the possible reasons for this creepy encounter, but they couldn't come up with any explanation. Echa follows. For those of you who have never believed in the myths of headless men, this might convince you to believe otherwise. A headless man was spotted in an unknown location. Many people thought it was a lingering spirit because not only did he have a good sense of direction, but headlessness aside, he's clearly human. Or is he? Which is why many are starting to believe in the ancient myth of headless men, also known as Ekphalos. And even then, this creepy sighting remains an unsolved mystery till today. Spooky humanoid. A man visited a valley in Australia and everything seemed pleasant, but little did he know he wasn't alone there. He had company, but not the one he wished for. He suddenly saw something creepy hidden in the dense bushes of the valley. Most of its body was covered with rocks, but judging by whatever that was visible, the skinny muscles, triangular face with big eyes, gray color, and bony structure, we could say that it was an alien. However, this mysterious creature still remains unidentified. Headlessness. A bizarre footage caught in Bangladesh made many people believe in the existence of ghosts. Two men were walking randomly on the road, but something strange followed them. Something creepy. A headless man. The two friends were so engrossed with each other, they didn't really focus on what's happening around them, so they didn't realize a ghost was following them. The creature was in a rush, as if it didn't want to be left behind or lose its prey. Some people claimed it wasn't a ghost, but the third friend, who was just walking behind. But if it was really the case, why didn't they all walk in the same lane? There's something really fishy about it. Doggone it. We have seen and heard about human teleportation, but it seems that animals aren't lacking behind either. A dog stood outside at night in a large fenced area. But something odd happened, and it vanished as it heard a car approaching. But surprisingly, after 45 seconds, the dog appeared on the other side of the fence, leaving people wondering how. Well, it could be either one of the two possibilities. One, that was a ghost disguised as a dog, or the dog just teleported itself.
What the f?
Wessex monster. Strangest things happen at the darkest hour. That's when we can see creepy creatures in real life, just like this one. A monstrous creature was seen crossing the road on a highway. It appeared half human, half animal. His upper body is lean and thin, face like a dog or wolf. But what makes it human is that its legs bend at knee level like humans. Local people called it the Wessex monster. And if you think it's just an animal species, then how would you justify its abnormally creepy gait and ability to cross roads within seconds? Desert monster.
Caralho, velho. Puta, onde que tá agora, pô?
On a construction site, some workers were taking a look around the area, but they got scared after seeing a non-human creature there. This humanoid looked taller than human beings, and its skin seemed to have adapted to the natural color of that area. I mean, you can't just figure out if that creature is a tree or something else if it doesn't move. Its forearms are as long as a man's legs, and the way he walked is creepy enough to scare people away. Those smart men decided to save their lives and stopped recording, since they didn't want to face the wrath of this monster. Stoned curse. This will freak you out! Because what would you do if sacred places and statues start getting cursed? You heard me right. This video was posted on a website around June 2015, where a statue of Jesus Christ displayed in Mexico's Chapel of Saltillo opened its eyes and then closed them again. The channel where it was uploaded researched paranormal activities and claimed this incident is real. You can clearly tell that statue is possessed. However, the church authorities dismissed the footage and disagreed with it. This is really spooky, but some people believe it's God giving a signal that he is real. Torso trouble. Headless creatures are scary, but bodiless creatures top the list. This video is brief, but it's chilling and spooked the world. Just two legs walking on a sideway, and everything about them is creepy and scary. Their way of talking, the length of their legs, their form, and twisted ankles. All of that points in one direction: ghost caught in real life. But if you think it's just a hitch, a glitch in the camera, then you may want to consider this. This creature isn't bumping into things and has amazing spatial awareness. Of course, it's got to be something paranormal that can see through and walk through things without needing actual eyes. Sky scuffle. A strange phenomenon occurred in the sky of Arizona. The sky looked pretty scary because it had huge dark clusters of clouds, and there was zero visibility up there. But a bright blue-grayish light appeared in the sky in a straight line, and then it vanished. You must be thinking it's just lightning, but if you notice, the light traveled from bottom to the sky. It didn't fall from above like lightning. What do you think? God summoning something? Or some supernatural creature going back to where it came from? Extraterrestrial being. Forests are infamous for creepy incidents and sightings, because what doesn't roam around under open sky hides behind deep bushes of the forests. In the darkest bushes of the Amazon forest, some people caught a mysterious being standing motionless and staring at them. It looked like a humanoid creature, but you can't tell exactly. Some people say it resembled an alien. Apparently, it has a balloon-like skull, a skinny body, and lean limbs. Judging by all these features, it's an alien, but there's something weird about its eyes. They look droopy, and that's unusual, even for ghosts. A pale tail. A truck driver named Pedro was driving on a road late at night in Louisiana as per routine, but he saw something unusual that caught him completely off guard. A creepy white figure was hunched over on the sideways. You can tell just by looking at it, that is sinister and scary. That figure tried to trap this driver by luring him into thinking it needed help. It raised its hand to get his attention, but the scared driver didn't stop at all. Later on, Pedro revealed that this road is haunted, and many of his friends told him about various spooky sightings of the figure, but he didn't believe them until it happened to him. Praying angel. A footage appeared on the internet of a ghost, and not just an ordinary ghost, but a praying ghost. A glowing creature was seen praying in a mosque in Azerbaijan. This all white glowed under the dome of the mosque, keeping its distance from other people around it. People had mixed feelings about the authenticity of this video, as they think it's fake, but some people believe it's true, and it's hard to fake a video like that. However, people are still questioning what the entity is regardless. Creepy hand. No one would have believed it if it wasn't caught on camera. A man was in his washroom and all the lights went off. Perfect timing for ghosts to appear. He suddenly heard a knocking sound coming from the inside the washroom. When he approached the door, he saw a hand knocking at the door. You can see a whole palm and fingers. But the most chilling part is that he found no one on the other side of the door, and that mysterious hand also vanished. And there's no other door for escape. Believe it or not, it was a ghost hand. Non-human creature.
Take a look at this viral video from La Junta in southeastern Colorado.
In southern Colorado, almost at dawn, a creepy figure appeared and scared the natives. Many people argued it was an alien, But some claimed it was Goblin, like Dobby from Harry Potter. Look at its ear and its gait. It's so much like a goblin. If you look at the shadow on the wall, someone opens and then shuts the door, like they know all the exits of the house. The thought of having a goblin in your house is just as chilling as a ghost, but the creepiest part is that it disappeared, and you can't tell where. River ghost. This will leave you paranoid for days. A woman was trying to film the surroundings of her new house, but after finding a creepy spirit, she didn't want to live there anymore. Look at the left side of the forest and try not to blink your eyes. There, on the big trunk. Did you see a white illusion? Well, it's not an illusion as the woman claimed. It was a ghostly spirit lurking in the woods. And if you focus more, you may see a whole figure standing there. This should really give you chills. Lumos. On May 28, 2015, a rabbi in southeast Ukraine spotted a mysterious glow on the CCTV camera. The ball was luminous, and it was about the size of a football. It hovered here and there for less than a second, and then it disappeared. A conspiracy theory suggests it was a spirit transformed into a glow ball so no one could catch it, and it possibly could be searching for something. Whatever the reason behind this glow ball would be, if I found a massive glowing lump in my house, I'd be really scared. Skeletor. A real spirit was seen in the Hampton Court Palace, located in Richmond upon Thames. One night, a big cloaked figure appeared on the CCTV footage of the palace. That eerie figure opened and closed the doors again and again, but they were no ordinary doors. They opened the graveyard of the palace. Now, if you link all the dots, only ghostly or evil spirits would be lurking near graveyards like that. This ghostly creature had a face like a skeleton when looked closely. So, people named it Skeletor. It is one of the many unresolved mysteries of palaces. Blue Visitor.
Grábalo, sí, está caminando, grábalo.
For decades, we thought aliens were a mere fantasy, but some people were determined to show that they are not. Anthony Chow, a UFO investigator, caught a strange creature in Peru. He claimed that it was an alien, but it's unlike any other alien we have seen before. Its blue light is glowing in the dark, and there is a human outline around its body. But if you think it wasn't a humanoid alien, then try explaining how that mysterious creature chased a truck coming at him 70 kilometers an hour. Midair encounter.
Is that Jesus Christ? Please, our Father God.
A man was outside his house in Burbank, California, and he was shocked after looking at the sky. He saw someone descending from the sky. He was suspended in the air. The man couldn't identify what it was, but apparently he looked like Jesus, as if coming down from the heavens. The man got so scared that he started telling everyone that it was the second coming of Jesus. Some conspiracy theorists say that it was just a huge balloon, but this man denied it and claimed he found no balloon after investigation. Was that really Jesus? Or some other creature we're unaware of? Motionless bird. Ever heard of a floating bird? Yeah, there's no such thing, unless the bird is possessed. A motionless bird was found suspended in the air. There was no support under his body, and it seemed as if it froze in the air. Its wings are static, and its head is glued down to its body. The tree near it suggests something sinister is going on there, because we have seen in the movies that deceased birds are a symbol of some evil or demonic presence. But is it really a coincidence that a black bird's doing this? Hello? Does that ring a couple of evil alarm bells? Spook Galore. Recently, there have been many creepy sightings in Peru, and with this sighting, it just got even creepier. Around 4 a.m. at night, two men were working at a patrol station. They were so occupied with their own doing that they didn't realize a third party stared at them. But suddenly, the creature got their attention as it started moving. They noticed a small, almost 3-foot-tall creature, and it was glowing in the dark. Their curiosity led them closer to the creature, but it seemed to avoid them and disappeared. They still have no explanation of how the creature vanished and from where it appeared. Pale entity. A girl walked down the stairs in her own house while someone behind her recorded her. It looks late at night since all the lights are off. The little girl opened the door to the backyard and it got all black, until moments later the light of the camera caught something peeking from behind the tree. It had an inverted triangle face with big dark eyes, suggesting it was an alien. However, some people say it was just a man in a costume playing a prank on the little girl. No one knows exactly if it was fake or real, so it remains a mystery, at least for now. Eerie Voice. A TikToker posted this video on July 25th, 2022, when she was out of town, and something strange made a surprise visit. An eerie voice is heard, ordering the girl to let it in. You cannot see any creature in the video, but there's a shadow right at the end of the video. Clearly, someone was standing there. It could be a drunk man trying to find a place to doze off, or some ghost. Nothing is confirmed yet, but with words that spooky, nobody wants to find out who or what made them. Supernatural woman. No! You're not watching a scene from a horror movie. It happened in real life. In Japan, a woman was walking in the corridor normally, and no one could guess what happened next. She stood there for some time as if she was waiting for a signal, and then, suddenly, she walked straight through a wall and disappeared in a blink of an eye. There was no door or window to support theories that say it was a camera glitch, but she actually exhibited ghost behavior. Alien abduction. Two friends were peacefully walking and nothing was wrong with them apparently. But then suddenly, the friend on the right side disappeared. It looked as if someone zapped him up. The other friend saw this and ran out of fear because he didn't understand what just happened. And honestly, neither did I. But it seemed like someone summoned the boy. Probably aliens? Viewers still debate if it's real or fake. But if this is real, then I'm sure that's how extraterrestrial abductions are done. Man ghost. This world is just getting more mysterious, and we can't find explanations for that, just like this video. A man was walking just fine, but then suddenly he passed through a net cage and disappeared. Well, the man does look mysterious. We only got to see a glimpse of him, and he resembles Voldemort a lot. Look at his long, skinny hands with long nails in his cloak. But you can't say it's fake, because the woman behind him tried to copy him and pass through the cage, but certainly couldn't. Mystery crosser. What goes unseen in broad daylight gets seen in the dark midnight. On an eerie road at midnight, a man walked through the woods and he saw a mysterious being. It looked like a white shadow, almost like the spirit of a woman that got lost in the woods. You can see a trail behind her and long hair, suggesting it's the witch of the forest. It was really chilling to see a paranormal creature in real life, but it looked harmless since it didn't harm the man and just crossed the road. Superhuman. A man in China made it to the news channels by showcasing his chilling talent out in public. It all happened when one man accidentally recorded this mysterious man in a hoodie. A creepy glow was coming from his hands, which intrigued the cameraman, so he kept on recording him. As the mysterious guy realized that he was being recorded, he ran away out of fear, trying to hide his identity. This intrigued the cameraman more, and he ran after him, but eventually lost him because he disappeared so quickly that even the camera couldn't capture how. Slender Man. This will surely give you chills. A man was going through the woods at night. His speed was really fast because nothing and no one would be lurking on the roads at that hour. But guess he was wrong. He suddenly bumped into something, and it wasn't a tree or something. A tall creature wearing a black suit stopped the car. It had a skinny body and a lousy figure, suggesting it's the infamous Slender Man. If you thought Slender Man was just a fictional character, you may want to think again after watching this real-life Slender Man. Sasquatch. A big, roaming, mysterious creature in the city is scary, and you wouldn't want to come face to face with such a monster. But a poor trucker almost unsubscribed to life when he saw a giant creature on the edge of a working site in Alberta, Canada. He didn't see the beast until he got off the truck to get equipment. That mysterious creature looked 11 to 13 feet tall, and his humongous stature suggested it was a Bigfoot. But some people claim it was a forest ghost. What's your take on this? Brazilian alien. An unbelievable, real alien encounter, just like you see in the movies. A bunch of kids gathered together, but the boy in the yellow shirt noticed something creepy behind the bushes, staring at them. This creature was followed by a blue luminous glow, which looked supernatural. If you zoom in the video, you'll see a tiny gray creature standing. It's tiny and sleek, like aliens. It's possible that kids entered an alien's territory, so this creepy being got alarmed and came out in broad daylight. Canadian UFO. On one random night, the sky of Canada glowed with unusual colorful balls of light. The lights appeared in a circular shape, as a curved object's headlights. Each light bulb is at a good distance from another, suggesting the size of this thing is massive. And it seemed like it was traveling in a circular motion as well. People saw this and instantly believed it was a UFO, while others argued it was just a plane. Since the sky was pretty dark, it's hard to tell what that was exactly. Old Savior. Some moments are so creepily absurd that they leave you questioning the world. A bizarre incident was caught on camera, where a girl and her grandfather were walking on the street. They both seemed normal and content. But moments later, grandfather saved his little girl from colliding with a massive rock, and they both vanished into the air. Till date, no one knows how exactly the poor managed to disappear like that, because it's only possible if you either have supernatural powers or you're roaming as a disguised spirit. Birthday bash. A caution for you all, you're not ready for what you're about to see. Apparently everything looked fun. A birthday party was going on and kids were having fun, but they didn't expect an uninvited guest that zapped all their fun and left them scared for life. They all locked themselves inside the room, but couldn't help the curiosity of looking at that creature again. So as they got to the window and looked out, the intruder appeared. That was a creepy ghost-like alien creature. I know you flinched just like I did. Foggy Shadows. If you've always been afraid of fog, you may have new reasons to be more afraid. Two strange shadows roaming in the forest were caught on camera. They seem tall and skinny. They have weak figures and a creepy gait. If you look closely, you can trace thin triangular faces and arms as long as a man's legs. Nothing more is visible in the fog, except both these creepy beings stood almost a foot apart, trying to follow the same path, it seems. However, no one could explain and figure out what those creatures actually are, so they remain a mystery. Stickwalkers. A couple planted private cameras at the entrance of their house to keep a check on their surroundings. But one night they caught two creepy beings walking on the road. They were so thin and raw-boned like sticks. One of them looked crazy tall, but the other one looked like a kid, and they walked rather slowly than other creepy creatures. However, this bizarre sighting put this couple in the horror that their neighborhood may be possessed by some demonic entities. Unearthly Visitor. A cemetery is the most common place for any paranormal ghost sighting because people believe spirits roam there all the time. But who knew even extraterrestrials would camp out there? Recently, a man caught a spooky humanoid lurking behind the tombstone of a grave. It cleverly camouflaged itself with the gray stones. That creepy creature looked just like an alien. You can see its big, dark eyes staring at the camera, and it clung tightly onto the stone. But a few moments later, it walked away and disappeared. Creature 411. We've always heard stories about closed beings and ghosts that are just so spooky to even think about it. But would you believe it if I told you they're real and existed in our world? Watch this clip and observe closely. Deep in the bushes of a forest, a shadowy creature moved from the right side of the forest to the left. You can see something moving across with a sinister aura. Unfortunately, the visual isn't clear enough since it's from 1997, so we can't really tell if it's a hoax or a real ghost. Flying dragon. Our eyes may ignore things that cameras catch and record. Just like this alien bird, its wings are humongous and they spread wide apart in the sky. So much so that the sky appears small in front of them. The size of this bird is unlike any bird species, and it also has a long tail. So people claim this bizarre creature is a dragon, or even a solid proof that species of pterodactyl, claiming that they existed in the world. It's time for today's open discussion. If we don't take action now, aliens will take over this world. A man was wandering in the jungle, but he didn't expect to see anything unusually creepy there. However, he found a dish-like spaceship there, and you don't need to wonder if that's a UFO. Because the tiny creatures that looked like aliens stood next to it as if they had just landed from space, trying to capture Earth and rule over us. This may just be another proof that aliens do exist in real life. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.